Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we call this segment the comment segment. Zane, right? We want to like and share the video. We are going to cover some things from Right Mango. I understand multiple different topics, feel me I deal with, that she made some arguments about, and we are going to examine them. So, here we go.
I do not believe that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party that is humanitarian. I don't think they think about the human, think about the I do not believe that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party that is humanitarian. I don't think they think about the human factor.
Do you think the opposition has a chance in the next general election?
The best chance the opposition ever know. I think that charisma
Is exactly.
and your beat, but if you have a look for intelligence, Mark Golden is no disrespect to Brogan, and I hope nobody will take this as no. But if you look from basic understanding and basic conversation, like Andrew Holness, we say this something nicer. Mark Golden is more of the people than Andrew Holness. I think that Andrew Holness is very pretentious. You understand me? I say I think that he plays the part of the man of the people better. Underemployment is worse than unemployment, because if you're working less than what it costs you to live and go to work, that is underemployment.
Remember Randy used to tell us every micro make a month.
No, and I say go. But if you have to use 5 mickle to get 1 muckle, it don't make no sense. You understand me? I say them conversation are a political conversation. Them conversation are a life conversation. I do not believe that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party that is humanitarian. I don't think they think about the human factor.
Do you think the opposition has a chance in the next general election?
The best chance the opposition ever know. I think that charisma
Is exactly.
and your beat, but if you have a look for intelligence, Mark Golden is no disrespect to Brogan, and I hope nobody will take this as no. But if you look from basic understanding and basic conversation, like Andrew Holness, we say this something nicer. Mark Golden is more of the people than Andrew Holness. I think that Andrew Holness is very pretentious. You understand me? I say I think that he plays the part of the man of the people better. Underemployment is worse than unemployment, because if you're working less than what it costs you to live and go to work, that is underemployment.
Remember Randy used to tell us every micro make a month.
No, and I say go. But if you have to use 5 mickle to get 1 muckle, it don't make no sense. You understand me? I say them conversation are a political conversation. Them conversation are a life conversation.
Jamaicans, good morning. So yet again the GLP get boof. Once again. It's like, me wonder if them not tired for be beaten stick. Every minute them get boof. If it's not one thing, it's another. So this young man on the screen, his name is Ranif Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence was recently appointed by the Integrity Commission as the acting director of corruption. And the JLP had an issue with it. The problem is the JLP don't know this young man's politics, and that seems to be a problem. You know, they want to know everybody politics who get position from them. It makes for better influencing of decisions. So they posted an objection claiming that this young man, Mr. Lawrence, was a close associate of Dayton Campbell, Dr. Dayton Campbell, Gensec of the People's National Party. The issue is, them don't realize that this young man had friends all around. He was a well-known, popular, bright young man, and he had good friends within the GLP who actually came out and protested what the GLP was doing. The JLP, through Edmund Bartlett and Kamina Johnson-Smith, wrote a letter to the Integrity Commission claiming that he was not suitable because he's a close associate of Dr. Campbell. a few Laborites well came out to defend this young man. Apparently, he's well known throughout the whole social circle. Apparently, he went to school with Dr. Campbell, and I mean, just because he's an associate doesn't mean he shares the same political persuasion. Fair enough. But the Laborites never see it that way. So, them write a letter to the Integrity Commission. And boy, were they hangled and triangled and bangled and dangled. So, this is the new chairman of the Integrity Commission. Her name is Justice Carol Lawrence Beswick. And Mistress Beswick did angle them. She told them that in order for her to take them seriously, to take their report seriously, they had to provide her with cogent and relevant evidence. Very strong wording. Basically, she give them a slap across them headside and roll her eye and tell them to listen, stop waste our time.
Embarrassing.
This whole thing smack a desperation. The JLP is desperate to have some level of control over the Integrity Commission, and based on what is happening, even though the Integrity Commission, the whole Integrity Commission changed out and everybody gone, got them contract up from justice, basically everybody gone, and a new set of people take over. It don't look like it going to get any easier for the government. It look like them business still are going to get dig up, and it's going to be business as usual with the Integrity Commission. I'm sorry for you know. Everywhere on a ton maka joke, you know. But you see, Carol Lawrence Beswick, me not think she'll go easy pan no. Based on that response we get from her today, it's sticky pan no. I thank you. Have yourself a great day.
Dear Jamaicans, when I think I'm fit, let us see if I can jog and make this video simultaneously. If I did, you know that. If it's posted, you know that I'm fit. I may jog and do the video same time, because I just had to come on here and laugh. Where the Laborite them did. Remember when I tell him, say Portmore will never become a parish before the next election? The Laborite them laugh after me every day, and I tell them about I will see what I have seen. EOJ said no. Mercy said no. I don't. Oh my God! And poor Andrew. Andrew's literally having heart failure. So let me show you. Okay, so let me read this first. Remember now, EOJ basically direct elections out here. So if them say it can't happen, it literally cannot happen. So the director of EOJ, Glasspool Brown, on Wednesday made it clear that it will take some time for electoral boundaries to be sorted out in the new parish of Portmore and St. Catherine. So he said basically the 15th parish now will happen before the next election. Mercy said no. Boy, poor JLP. Then Andrew in bed have heart failure. 2 days in a row now, Andrew is basically shitting bricks, because everything in peg his term on is unraveling. You know, he had this grand idea of him becoming first president of a Republican Jamaica and gerrymandering the Portmore parish so that JLP cannot lose the election. Oh my God. Every way Andrew take Maka juke him. Took juke. Every way Andrew took, Maka juke him. Boy. No sake of that. The whole day yesterday, poor Andrew him a chalk fire and a rock fire, so no. He's accusing the PNP of moving to the Niger parish creation history. You realize, you know, how it is worded. It's all about Andrew and the JLP. It's not about the people of Portmore. It's not about the people of Jamaica. It's about him and his party. You understand? Because everything these people do is about them. It's not about you or me or what's in the best interest of Jamaican people or even the people of Portmore or St. Catherine. It's what is in the best interest of Andrew Holness and by extent his party, because it is basically about him being in power, in government, into perpetuity. But see they know, perhaps. So all you laborites, notice I'm still jogging, yes, Kamala is fit. All you laborites who were on my page approximately 3 weeks ago when Warmington have him honor him jaw or him honor him head with him headache after the ruling come out when PNP carried the government to court over it. And the claim on the win. Remember him on say when did win the court case. When say when did win the court case. So if you won the court case, how is it that the EOJ is saying that Portmore will not be a parish? Me run gone by. I run down here. Have yourself a great day. Once the workout is over, it's time for us to have a serious discussion. I was scrolling through my Facebook page and I woke up this. No, I seriously believe that Andrew Holness believes that all Jamaicans are stupid. No, Andrew, it's only the Laborites stupid. The rest of us actually have functioning brains and we actually have the ability to recall. I know all of we born and drop on our head as a baby. Some of our parents take good care of we and make sure we have proper education. Of all the gaslighting, narcissistic things for him to say, this is what you come with? Really, Andrew, really? First and foremost, Kamala is going to take Jamaica down memory lane today because there's nothing wrong with my memory and there's nothing wrong with my brain and there's definitely nothing wrong with my intelligence. I didn't buy my doctorate after all. I actually worked for it. Now, prior to 2017, when the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, went ahead and worked for Barbados to become a republic and separated her country from the then queen before she passed, whenever it was. Did Andrew Holness ever talk about Jamaica becoming a republic? Wanna talk to me then? Talk to me good enough. No, he did not. But Andrew Holness, with his inferiority complex, was jealous of Mia Mottley and the attention she was getting because Jamaicans were calling her the Prime Minister of the Caribbean. Remember? Embarrassing! Jamaica was saying them wish she was the Prime Minister instead of him. Remember? Embarrassing! It was in 2017, it was later than that. The Queen never did it. It was between 2019. It was before the Queen died, before the Queen transitioned. Wanna remember? Everybody did a big up Mia and wondering why we couldn't have that done in Jamaica. Remember, let me bring on the down memory lane a little longer. Before that, Andrew never talked about Jamaica becoming a republic. It was always the PNP. It was always the PNP. Let me refresh your memory. For those of you who never born yet, let me show you. This was as far back as 2003 when this article was written, right? That the Prime Minister at the time, PJ Patterson, said that he intends for Jamaica to become a republic before he leaves office. And who blocked him? Who blocked him by his own admission? Bruce Golding. Bruce Golding blocked it. Fast forward again. Hold on, let's stick up in. I'm not done yet. Who is this in 2012 and realize I'm not even drawing for Jamaica media. I draw for BBC to show PJ Patterson. I'm a draw for Guardian to show Portia. Because when those two prime ministers published it it made UK news because they were concerned, right? Portia Simpson Miller in 2012 vowed that Jamaica would become a republic during her tenure. And who blocked her? Who blocked her? Who was the opposition leader at the time who blocked Portia every chance him get? Make me refresh the memory some more. Wanna remember this? The undated resignation letter that the then leader of opposition, Andrew Holness, had his opposition senators sign.
Virgin, we have to go ball out for that one, you know.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out.
Now Jamaica. The PMP has been trying to make I'll shut that constitutional reform. That's all. The constitutional reform. I believe a constitutional reform. Alright, hold on.
Make me refresh the memory some more. Wanna remember this? The undated resignation letter that the then leader of opposition, Andrew, this in 2012 and realized I'm not.
Yes. Jamaica becoming a republic. So you're telling me that the PMP not one or two times was pushing for Jamaica to be a republic, and both times the Jamaica Labour Party blocked them, and now Andrew Holness has the audacity to push the blame on the PMP for standing for the people of Jamaica, alright, to make sure that Jamaica becoming a republic is done in the constitutional way and not in the way that they're trying to do it. They want to play a game on the people's minds that the PMP are the one that are actually trying to stop progress. But when you actually look at the evidence, look at this article. Mama P said Jamaica will become a republic as she came into power. PJ Patterson vowed the same thing. These are documents that you can go and look up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go and Google right now on YouTube. Jamaica will become a republic. Portia Simpson says. The Guardian. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the article that she's showing. You know me love show evidence. You know, as a matter of fact, people on TikTok, me just take off this thing off my screen for a second and show you too. Alright? Let me just take this off my screen and show you too. You see that? Look on right, Mango. You see that? Jamaica will become a republic. New Prime Minister vows. This is the actual article. It's a 13-year-old article. 13-year-old. This is the Guardian. Alright? Foreign media. Foreign media, people. So the PMP already vowed to make Jamaica a republic. So we are gonna mash. We are mash down that lie.
For those of you who never that he intends for
Jamaica as republic future. The PJ Patterson says. Let's go to Google. Again. Google. PJ Patterson PJ Patterson vows to make Jamaica a republic. Alright, there we go. Alright. Where's the article? What does this article say? What do you say? Jamaica eyes republic future. Oh, that's I need to type those exact words. Jamaica eyes republic future. Jamaica eyes republic future. Yeah man, we are mash down the line them, you know. I'm big up you know, Mango. Jamaica eyes. Here we go. This is BBC. Yes. This is the exact article. It was BBC. Come on, man. Internet don't play with me. Who is that? Who is that, ladies and gentlemen? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? PG and the Queen, 2007. These are both articles that she referenced. See there? See there? Factual information, not propaganda. Alright? So let me go back to my reasoning now. Because I'm really digesting what she's saying.
Refreshing the memory some
so
more.
we are going to fast forward to Portia. And we are pause right here, so the undesignated letter them with Andrew Holness. The good afternoon, Michelle. So the letter them were signed. The resignation letter them was signed without a date upon them. Was an effort to actually stop them from voting for the Republic and voting against Andrew Holness. People, me still have the article from yesterday. God is so good. Look on the article here. Tufton and Williams still senators in light of court ruling. This article is directly about the letter them. This letter, these resignation letter with Andrew Holness did have the man them a sign. What a guy. So people, let me ask you something. You don't know see how dangerous this man is? Who comes up with the idea to make you sign a resignation letter without a date on it? Just to keep you in check. This man has been going against people's constitutional rights from the moment he got into power. And that is a man I don't want. You know, say, every time me learn more about that brother, you know, say, when me listen to Hot Off I Press, you see the veracity of warnings that Hot Off the Press has given the Jamaican public about Andrew Holness. Now Blade Boss, big up. Now I understand the gravity of what she talk about. This man is a dangerous man, you know. I never know so the letter them was to keep the man them in check so them don't vote for a republic. And fast forward to now. I'm going to say allegedly. And fast forward to now. All of this is allegation. And fast forward to now. Them want to put the republic in the way out. Them want it for structure, which does not benefit the people of Jamaica. That's not allegation. It doesn't benefit the people of Jamaica. Because they don't want to move away from the monarch. Because Andrew Holness is a Privy Council member. People, another instance where the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party is not the same. They are not the same. One of them believing in staying and keeping us into slavery and having a ruler over our head, while the PNP wants to totally liberate the people of Jamaica from the Privy Council. If this does not prove that to Uno, I don't know if you're telling us the evidence is ridiculous. Yo, the man a dangerous B. Me I go play that from the start again. No, sir. Me I go play this from the start again. That brother are dangerous.
I was saying them wish she was the prime minister instead of him. Remember, it wasn't even 2017, it was later than that. The Queen never did it. It was between 2019. It was before the Queen died, before the Queen transitioned. And remember, everybody did a big up Mia and wondering why we couldn't have that done in Jamaica. Remember, let me bring on the down memory lane a little longer. Before that, Andrew never talked about Jamaica becoming a republic. It was always the PNP. It was always the PNP. Let me refresh your memory. For those of you who never born yet, let me show you. This was as far back as 2003 when this article was written, right? That the Prime Minister at the time, PJ Patterson, said that he intends for Jamaica to become a republic before he leaves office. And who blocked him? Who blocked him by his own admission? Bruce Golding. Bruce Golding blocked it. Fast forward again. Hold on, let's stick a pin. I'm not done yet. Who is this in 2012? And realize I'm not even drawing for Jamaica media. I draw for BBC to show PJ Patterson. I'm a draw for Guardian to show Portia. Because when those two prime ministers published it, it made UK news because they were concerned. Right? Portia Simpson Miller in 2012 vowed that Jamaica would become a republic during her tenure. And who blocked her? Who blocked her? Who was the opposition leader at the time who blocked Portia every chance him get? Make me refresh the memory some more. Wanna remember this? The undated resignation letter that the then leader of opposition, Andrew Holness, had his opposition senators sign. Were they signed? Why did he have these drafted? Should in case they decide to go against him and vote for Jamaica to become a republic, while Portia Simpson Miller was the Prime Minister of Jamaica. This is why he had them sign it. That time Christopher Tufton did lose his seat, remember? And it was Arthur Williams, Christopher Tufton. Carry him to court over it. Wanna remember? Make I refresh in the memory. So, for Andrew Holness to tell a blatant lie, it's a blatant lie, like this, and say that the PNP is hindering the progress for Jamaica to become a republic. He's gaslighting you because he can't gaslight me because I know the truth. But he's trying to bend the truth to save himself the disgrace because really and truly, come on now, how does it make sense for Jamaica to become a republic and still hold on to the Privy Council? Andrew Holness has no intention of Jamaica to become a republic. And if Andrew Holness is supposed to lose the election tomorrow and PNP win, and we decide to go and push ahead for Jamaica to become a republic, Andrew Holness is going to block it at every chance he gets. Because before Siaga did, Andrew Holness promised him, said Jamaica will always be led by the UK. That's why Bvrfam go get him PC. That's why he was so pro-election tomorrow and PNP win, and we decide to go and push ahead for Jamaica to become a republic, Andrew Holness is going to block it at every chance he gets. Because before Siaga did, Andrew Holness promised him, said Jamaica will always be led by the UK. That's why Bvrfam go get him PC. That's why he was so proud to go and get his PC.
PC. Privy Council. I told you, go look it up. You guys need to go and look up. Listen. Man, listen, man. Let me find this clip, this picture. Alright, here we go. This is part of Andrew Holness's swearing in to the Queen or the King. You do swear by Almighty God to be a true and faithful servant unto the Queen's Majesty as one of Her Majesty's Privy Council. You will not know or understand any other manner of things to be attempted, done, or spoken against Her Majesty, person, honor, crown, or dignity royal. But you will let and withstand the same to the utmost of your power, and either cause it to be revealed to Her Majesty or to such of her Privy Council as shall advertise Her Majesty of the same. You will in all things. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness is totally loyal to the Queen and the Crown under his leadership. We are not moving away from the Privy Council. So, if you as a Jamaican, a conscious Jamaican, wants to, move away from the Privy Council, just know that you and Andrew Holness thing is not aligned. It says here, you will in all things, council shall touch any of councillors. What is? Council shall touch any of the councillors. You will not reveal it unto him, but will keep the same until such time as by the consent of Her Majesty or of the council publication shall be made thereof. You will to your utmost bear faith and allegiance to the Queen's Majesty, and will assist and defend all jurisdiction, preeminence, and authority granted to Her Majesty, and annex the crown by act of Parliament or otherwise against all foreign prince, persons, prelates, states, or potentates. And generally in all things you will do as a faithful and true servant ought to do Her Majesty. So help you God. So ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness is loyal to the Queen first. He should not lie to the Queen, right? Because he took an oath. You understand what I'm saying? He cannot go against the Queen. And anybody that goes against the Queen goes against him, because he has to defend the Queen. Foreign or local, you hear this say? Against all foreign princes, persons, prelates, states, and potentates. Alright? And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, if me I read into this wrong, because I'm open to correction, but that's what I understand from it. So this is not no joke business. Right. When you hear them talk about constitutional reform, it ain't no joke, baby. Yeah, man, me about that, man. Me about that, Splash Digi. Yeah.
To be a part of the King's Council. Remember, you don't go and make Andrew take on a fee idiot here. Andrew can't take me for idiot to become a republic. He's gaslighting you because he can't gaslight me, because I know the truth. But he's trying to bend the truth to save himself the disgrace. Because really and truly, come on now, how does it make sense for Jamaica to become a republic and still hold on to the Privy Council? Andrew Holness has no intention of Jamaica to become a republic. And if Andrew Holness is supposed to lose the election tomorrow and PNP win, and we decide to go and push ahead for Jamaica to become a republic, Andrew Holness is going to block it at every chance he gets. Because before Siaga did, Andrew Holness promised him, said Jamaica will always be led by the UK. That's why Bvrfam go get him PC. That's why he was so proud to go and get his PC, to be a part of the King's Council. Remember, you don't go and make Andrew take on a fee idiot here. Andrew can't take me for idiot. I thank you. Have yourself a great day.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them.
of Parliament, take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you now. This is why I was warning people, advising them that were angry at Andrew Holness. Leave Andrew Holness to God. Don't even touch one ear for Andrew Holness. All of them people that come up on the media that about say, then we do this and then we do that and I call in pan show. Let me advise you, for the sake of Jamaica, don't touch one ear for Andrew Holness' body. Yes? As long as him is not defending or defend yourself, because I don't know you can have a personal encounter with him, whatever. Do not trouble that man. Don't go near him, don't touch him, don't do him nothing. He is a Privy Council member. And I don't know what that means. But you see my brain working in a certain way. Is it possible that if Andrew Holness was to be attacked, that the Queen would get involved and send her, I don't know, army, her troops? Well, she still have power in a Jamaican Governor General there here, and the police and the army in Jamaica would be our troops. But additional troops, what if she was to declare Jamaica at war internally? You remember when Marlon Malawi said about if a war should break out? Jamaica, leave Andrew Holness to God. All I know, we out there might even thinking on the mind. So no want to touch one ear upon his skin. If him come near you, walk 10 foot from him or 20 foot. If you don't like him. But do not, I repeat, do not touch that man. Alright? Leave that man alone. God is in control. And I rest my case. I rest my case. I'm going to tell me what I think about what the lady have to say. And I'm going to move on to the next topic. Tell me what I think what she have to say. Alright? God.